Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special, to hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime. Looking for the challenge to shape our future is something that's in our DNA. A privilege just available for a few. Traders, we see things differently, paying attention to every small detail that would maybe go unnoticed by the common eye. On or by the edge is our playground, with a constant strive for glory, seeking for a new tomorrow. Do you feel special? Take back control of your investments.
Hello. 1212. How are you today?
How are you?
Yeah, very good. First live stream after a long time. Not too bad, not too bad.
Indeed, long vacation.
Yeah, but you know, it was a long year. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Bram. How is Dubai or Emirates?
No, I'm in Riyadh,
Ah, Riyadh. How is it?
Saudi. Very nice, very hot. Well, very good project. So yeah, very excited.
Good for you. Well done. It's I bet the weather is much better than the UK.
Yeah, no, it's more like home for me. So yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
Good.
Nice
Well
and
done, brother.
warm. Very friendly people. Very nice country. So
Awesome. That's the most important.
yeah. So,
Up to us.
Hello, Tony. How you doing?
Yeah, good stuff.
Okay. Let me just catch up. Let's see. Okay, live is going on. Let me quickly set up a few things. Nice drop yesterday, 750 pips just on gold.
Not too shabby.
Just another day at the Alpha FX.
Usual Monday, innit?
That's it, bro.
We call it Monday, 700 pips.
That's crazy, bro. Serious.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, that was just absolutely crazy. That's the Trump effect. So, those of you who haven't traded Trump under his previous presidency, these are the kind of market moves that you can expect throughout the next 4 years. Individual stocks, indices are going to be the most volatile, and of course the currencies, US dollar, is going to be absolutely crazy. And that is going to affect all the other asset classes, such as precious metals like gold. Gold is currently retracing back to the daily and the weekly pivot. And it did reach my target, which was 2,600, which is absolutely crazy. Now, before we move on, I would like to highlight ForexC, which is giving away $1,000 to 1,000 euros, whichever currency you deposit. They have a deposit bonus scheme or promotion I don't know how long they're going to have it, because they have it for like quite a few months now. And basically, if you deposit $1,000, they give you another $1,000, and or 2,000, and you give you 1,000, something like that. Read the small print; it's free money. The bonus is not withdrawable, so you cannot withdraw it, but you can trade with it. It helps you to increase your margin, your leverage, and basically, if you lose that 1,000, you still have your capital, which you can withdraw. Yes, absolutely. So for more information, look below the video, or below the live stream, and also posting the link into the YouTube chat. This is a wonderful opportunity, and trust me, you are going to need it in the next 4 years, if it's possible. Now, moving back to gold, let's quickly have a look on the live positions. So as the members know, we did catch that nice 700 pip move, but now it's time to lock in as much profit as possible. So we closed most of the profit, and what I'm going to do, because there's £2,000 on the line, I logged in the profit, and 0.1. I'm gonna close that one too. Okay, so there's only one position left, and from the chart you can see my marking or my drawing. The price is now moving back, moving higher. We had 700 pips drop. Actually, it's 1,450 from the top that we caught, but there was another drop yesterday, which was another 700 pips, and now price is moving back. It's retracing. The reason why it's retracing, because we have some important data releases this week. The first one is going to be Wednesday CPI, so it's going to be tomorrow. Now, usually when we have these high impact events, price is moving to the opposite direction than what we expect, and CPI is going to be another interesting data. And of course, on Thursday, we're going to have PPI and jobless claims, two very, very important data. And on Friday, we are going to have the retail sales. Now, I'm going to send out the full analysis for the members, and I try to help people on YouTube as well, as much as possible. But if you would like to get the analysis beforehand, and if you want the front running position, go to alphafx.eu and become a member. Now, moving back to gold, I think it's now time maybe to enter into a speculative long position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter into, two lots, just entered now, and targeting 38. Well, obviously the first target is the previous high, which is going to be around 2625, 2625, and the second target is going to be around 38. So that is the new position now. So I entered into a buy, keeping the stop loss very, very tight. It's 49 pips as we speak. This is a counter trade. So gold obviously is in a massive sell-off because yields were rising, dollar was strengthening, stocks were rising, so everything was going into risk on mode. And if you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to ask.
Outside of everything you mentioned this morning, Tomas, one thing to definitely think about is Trump's impact on crypto and his policies on crypto. I know we don't trade it particularly here, but it's most certainly going to take a lot of the focus. I don't know if it's the focus from gold, but people will certainly be pivoting to try and get as much as they can. Guys like Michael Saylor, I know the US government wants to buy 200,000 a year. and we're already 94% of the way through the supply. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting for sure. That's why we called back in the days in 2016, 2018, when Trump was the president. No, it was 2018. Yeah, something around that. So it was like many years ago. We called him Donald Pump because that was absolutely crazy that how much the stock market pumped under his regime.
I remember every time he used to tweet.
Yeah.
Markets would go crazy.
Yeah, at one point, they actually took his phone away so he can't tweet.
I used to love those tweets. Made loads of money off gold in those years.
Honestly, you'd say something so silly. You'd go to the market.
Yeah.
So what are some examples now that you guys have been through that you could pay attention to as somebody, you know, the first time trading during a Trump era? Is there like, you know, the obvious ones, you know, I'm going to put massive tariffs on China. That's going to send the price of gold potentially higher because of trade wars and things like that. Is there anything else that you found interesting?
I just think at the time what he used to do was like before any action, he would just tweet it. And I think a lot of people would just speculate.
Keep your tweet notifications on for Donald Trump.
Yeah, 100%. Like he would say something.
I got my job at the hedge fund, and many of us didn't have Twitter, and we were told that we have to install the Twitter on the company phone and we have to follow Donald Trump because that was just crazy. So it was actually mandatory for every trader to follow him.
Yeah.
And now he's got complete leeway to say and do whatever he wants now that Elon runs the boat there.
No, for sure.
The only one person in the entire world who can say anything about the stock market and not get sued by the SEC is this president of the United States.
Be ready, guys.
And Nancy Pelosi.
Oh yeah, but okay. Position running in 3 pips of profit.
So do you guys reckon by the end of the year, crypto will be at 100, Bitcoin will touch $100,000?
Just because everyone's saying it, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, I'll be honest.
I've already picked my number to jump out at.
Yeah. I think everyone is just going to get trapped. It'll probably go to like 95, 97, and the next thing you know, it's dropping.
They're just going to go like 94, 800.
Yeah.
And I'm not falling for it again, dude. I sat 4 years through drawdown.
Honestly, huge mistake that I made. You know, when everyone was saying Bitcoin's going to go to 100K, you invest into it. Next thing you know, there's a massive dump and you're having to just hold on.
Can I help you lot out here a bit?
Yes, please.
When you put your investment in, as soon as it doubles, take out your initial investment and leave the rest to run as a moonbag. That way you don't have to worry about it and it can run and you can shave off profits as it gets higher.
Absolutely.
No, that's probably the best thing to do. Do you know what it is though? It's just like, if you think of it, let's say now you're an investor, right? And you're like, okay, I want to buy 1 Bitcoin. You're buying at all-time highs. If you buy now, a market goes down, you kind of just have to hold, isn't it? Until it's bullish.
It's why you never put all your eggs in one basket. I would say split your total amount up into a minimum of 10 equal amounts and dollar cost average in.
Yeah. I think Ethereum, though, that's got a lot of potential.
Definitely. I think it's going to take Bitcoin personally, but...
Hey, 10 pips of profit, ladies and gentlemen.
Thomas, no music today?
It will be.
Just getting the band ready.
No, just trying to fix the stream overlay. It's a little bit messy.
Are you going to sync up your new TV into the stream?
It's already running.
Fair enough. I didn't see. My bad.
I don't like the picture quality. It's
Yo, Thomas,
what's up?
may I ask a question?
I like girls, and I'm happily married.
So you were saying the first TP, previous pivot. I'm with you on that. Second TP, I pulled. I entered this earlier as well, just on a long, just for the crack, and I pulled the fib from the previous impulse move down, and the fib 500 is coming to about 2632. I was kind of eyeing that as a second TP. I think yours was a bit higher. I'm just wondering where or how did you land on it?
Yes, so if you look at the screen, the first TP I marked was 2625 because that is kind of like the previous previous lower high or lower low. So when price is moving up, I always look to the left, and if I see any kind of structure or sideways movement or lower high, lower low, I take the first TP there. The second one is the daily pivot, which lines up with the other lower high, lower low. And the next CP should be, of course, the trend line, which lines up with the weekly pivot and, of course, the previous lower high. So it's really price action and technical analysis, and that's where I use. I use technical analysis specifically for specifying entry levels and exit levels.
So you're working off the daily and the weekly pivots as opposed to using Fibonacci.
No, I use Fibonacci, but you can see the Fibonacci levels exactly. That if you pull it down, you can see that the 38.2 it should be 2649, right? In your
2649. It's actually the
35.
The 0.382 is 621. The Fib 500 is 631, and 618 is 642.
Yeah, you can play around with, so depending on what time frame you're analyzing, you can put the Fibonacci on the previous impulse move, the beginning of the previous impulse move, or you can put it the one before that, etc., etc. They're pretty much going to give you the same levels. The only thing is that the 38.2 may move higher or lower depending on what do you define as the previous impulse move, because every time frame has a different, more or less the same, but sometimes different beginning of the impulse move, because the higher time frame you go, the less impulse moves you're going to have. So if I put it the beginning, last week, but if I put it at the beginning of this week, which was Monday, then you can see that the same levels are marked on the chart.
more accurate on higher time frames, I'd imagine, is it?
Yeah, I like to say that the higher time frame, the more confirmation there is. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Hey, Thomas, good afternoon.
Hey, Balal, how you doing?
Oh man, fucking recovering, bro.
Oh, you're the Balal who messaged me.
Yeah, man.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
what happened?
Fucking hell,
Please,
man.
please tell me you closed it down.
Whoa, I got closed down. Didn't close it down. I got closed down.
No
Yeah.
way.
Bloody hell, it's a painful hit, man. Painful hit. 108k, man. Yesterday.
Damn.
Damn, man.
In sterling.
In sterling, yeah, man. Sterling.
That's
My
but
condolences.
What happened to you?
you're a member, and you know we discussed it for many weeks that if Donald Trump wins the election, indices are going to go up. Like, correct me, guys, but how many times I said that Donald Trump is bullish for stocks?
Too many times.
Maybe you missed it. Maybe you missed it, but
I didn't miss it, man. I basically missed the I missed the buy from when the election started. So I thought, you know what, let it go now, let it go, and we'll try to catch it from the top once it kind of like settles down a little bit. And obviously, you know, that's when I kind of like shorted from when it was kind of like consolidating from the top. And then the bastard just kept going more higher and higher and higher, man.
yeah. And then I think
obviously,
everyone can relate to this.
When you're, you know what happens, man. Obviously, like the emotions take over, isn't it? You know what I mean? And it's something that I don't know, man. I just couldn't control it. I would have lost more money. It's just that I'd run out of limit to transfer any more funds. My credit cards were declining and everything. Otherwise, I would have been probably down by about.
I think that's your luck that it was declined.
Yeah. So obviously,
you know, the problem is you.
Yeah, sorry, gone.
The once you get into the spiral, you start digging your own grave. It's just
100%.
It's bottomless.
100%, man. And the thing is, like, you know, I learned my lesson last time, man. I thought last time this happened to me was back in just before the Ukraine war started, and obviously the market at that time, the NAS 100 was quite high. And the Ukraine war started literally that same week, and I put a buy position in, and then it just started going down, and I held my position all the way to like 11,000, and I had to put another £1,000 in to just like for it to start spiraling back up again, and even then cost me like 90k or something like that in sterling, that trade. That was on eToro. I used to trade on eToro at that time. Shit platform, man.
I know.
But anyway, man, life goes on, bro. I thought about this, and like, you know, I'm sure loads of people lose money and stuff like that. But you know, one of the lessons that I learned from it, that you know, we've still got a family, we've still got kids, we can still go out there and go and get the money again, man. It's not like you don't kill yourself over it. Yeah, you have little slip ups, this and that, but life goes on, isn't it? What can you do?
Yeah, I think everyone has a similar story that when the market was going against him, and you know, he just couldn't close down the position. I guarantee that 90% of the viewers or the members have a similar story when they blew the account.
Yeah, but I have to blame myself, man. My one was purely on greed, because even though I had all these positions open, at one stage I was actually up £8,000. I was up £8,000. I don't know what more I wanted. And I could have closed there, and I thought, yeah, I'll close in a minute. It reversed, went back to -11, -20. Then it came back down to -4, -5, and then it didn't come back. It just kept flying after that.
Come on.
Yeah, well, thank you for sharing.
Thanks for putting me in touch with Andrew.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy, man. He was kind of like giving me some like moral support throughout the day yesterday. So, but I am going to switch brokers to him, and and hopefully let's just like I'm gonna give myself about a week or so to just settle myself down, let the market settle down, and then hopefully I'm gonna use you more religiously now, man. I'm gonna just wait.
and read my analysis, or just at least
Oh,
look at
100%.
it. You know, I'm not always right, but
No, of course not. Nobody. If you was always right, man, you wouldn't be sitting there doing this. You'd be probably like doing it from your yacht or something, you know.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like obviously everything has the ups and lows, you know. But yeah, we'll see how things get on. Starting to fucking pump back up again, man. I've still got 4 positions open. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from them because I ended up opening 28 positions, all on different stages, and it took out like 20 positions. There's still like 7 positions open, but my margin level at the moment is around about. It's on red, 83, 84. Fucking hell, man. I think the market just opened, isn't it? That's why.
Yeah, 2 minutes. The New York
Yeah,
Stock
yeah,
Exchange
yeah.
has opened.
Yeah,
I see
that's why.
Brian is asking that how many minutes to the data release is. That ain't many data today. There isn't any data I'm trading, so I'm trading based on tomorrow's data, and I'm front running a little long position and then short again tomorrow.
What, on the US? Oh, on gold.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think on the US 30?
Too high to buy, too bullish to sell. Let's have a look on US 30. So I did catch the NASDAQ trade with you guys, but I was off on during the presidential election, and during the election, you know, price just went absolutely crazy, created a new all-time high from 41,800 to 44,000. So that was a hell of a rally. That's why we call it the Trump effect. NASDAQ, again, 21,000. It's moving sideways now, but it can be expected to maybe create a new all-time high, maybe not. The problem is that we run out of catalysts now. There is no data today. There was no data yesterday. Only FOMC speeches after the interest rate decision, of course, from last week. And I think they're going to echo what Jay Powell said. So right now, because Trump has been elected, the FOMC members are going to tell what Jay Powell said, that all the policies that President Trump wished to implement are highly inflationary. And that is going to be bad for gold, hopefully. It is already bad. Position running in minus 30 pips profit. But for stocks, yeah. On NASDAQ, maybe you can try go long, as you can see on the chart. Let me just go on my trading view. US 100. Yeah, I think it's worth. When price creates a new all-time high and it starts moving sideways, many people go short, but I would go long, and that's what I did just now.
But you went long from on 2000.
No, 21,142. If you look at the screen, I just opened a long position.
Oh. But have you got a previous position open underneath as well?
Yeah, that's running.
Oh, okay.
10,000 pips.
Wow, man.
That's open last week. That was open last week.
Wow. So if you go back onto the US 30, so you're looking at, yeah, so over here, so do you reckon this, you know, the gap over, you know, if you go back onto a 1 hour candle, and zoom out. Yeah, so this, do you reckon it will ever fill these like big gaps here, like from 40, 41 to, what, 42 to 44 even, or 43?
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
I don't usually trade, you know, fair value gaps and gap fills. Yeah, it does work sometimes, but you know, not immediately.
Yeah.
And just because your broker shows a gap, other brokers won't. So you have to cross-reference other brokers,
Okay.
you know, time series data.
Understand.
Speedy Games, sir, please, Bitcoin prediction next. I don't trade Bitcoin. I'm very conservative. Just use, you know, the typical investment assets.
Now with Bitcoin ETFs, this is a typical asset.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when price, any asset, when it reaches a new all-time high, I'm always very cautious because it's too high to buy, too bullish to sell. But if I had to choose, I would go, you know, the higher the price go, I would just keep adding buy positions, especially true for stock markets, because the higher it goes, people are not going to take profit. They're going to increase their exposure. And the lower price goes, again, they're going to increase their exposure, because imagine like Warren Buffett, who has massive exposure in stock investments. If price goes lower, he just keeps on buying. It's cash equities. So in the long run, look at the S&P 500 performance. You cannot lose money. Well, don't go back to the 1930s.
Stonks just go up.
Yep. If you invested $1, I think, I can't remember, what was it, 10 or 20 years ago, you would have $6 by now. Yep.
Doesn't sound like much.
Yeah, but it's 6 times. So if you invested $1 million,
I'm only playing. Yeah.
Hello there is asking YouTube, what are your view on BRICS? Good luck for them. They're trying to, yeah, good luck. They had many attempts to change the reserve currency, the dollar. Well, they always failed.
They won't come near it. Not in a very, very long time. 'Cause even if the dollar was to go, like the euro is behind the dollar, so you'd have to get that out of the way then as well before you could even consider whatever they'd be trying to implement.
Yep.
Apart from their accumulation of gold, though, the Chinese and the Russians are buying up a shit ton of gold.
That's one of the major incentives of BRICS, is to create a gold-backed currency again. And there's, I don't know which African country it is. It's not Malawi. It's not Mozambique. It's some African country have released their first currency, which is 100% backed by gold. And if anyone's from Africa, you'd know that the Chinese have bought and paid for Africa. This is a well-known fact. And this is almost like an experiment, I would say, to see how adopted this one currency is and how well it does in the open markets.
I think that when they went off the pound onto the dollar and they all had a meeting and said, like, right, the dollar is gonna be the reserve currency and so on, and that's why they took the dollar off the gold standard, because the Americans were depleting all their gold reserves, and even though they were trying to tell people, oh, it doesn't mean much, but they know actually that it does. I think when they come to this table again for this meeting, like the Chinese and the Russians want one of the hot seats to say, like, we've got the goods here. So
I think Trump's counterplay to that, and again, this is just my speculation personally, is the Bitcoin trade. So if there's a couple of times that he's already mentioned that the 36 trillion that US has in debt, it's going to be pretty easy to pay off with a couple of crypto coins. So you can already see which way and why the crypto market's pumping, because there's, I wouldn't say bets on it, but there's at least ideas in the direction of the fact that crypto is going to be a highly valued asset, and the amount of people trying to buy it at the moment is ridiculous.
Yeah.
All this back into profit.
Hey Tomasz, hey everybody.
Hello Yaro, how you doing?
Not so good.
Why? Is it itching?
Shitty day today. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
How many
that's why I
pre-Q
haven't
you've
traded
had?
today. Muhammad Sabi, brother, any offer joining your community? Yes, you get the Happy Meal.
With extra fries.
Yep. Now, if you go to Telegram, I think there's still a discount code, but I'm not sure. Let me find it. The link is in the YouTube chat. Go and enjoy. Very slow day today.
Because tomorrow is important day.
Yeah. I was expecting more volatility on the New York Open, but silly me.
You reckon the data will come in cool tomorrow, Thomas?
Anything is possible. We'll see. We'll see.
I think this theme of Trump's inflationary pressures is going to cloud a lot of the kind of news cycle going forward for at least the remainder of this year.
Yeah, but it shouldn't affect the CPI.
No, what I'm saying is if it comes in just a little hot, or even, you know, let's just say it comes to forecast, there's likely an understanding in the market that we're going inflationary. So it'll be like one of those fake out moves, you know, buy the rumor, sell the news type thing.
I get you. Yeah, that's true.
Did anyone see when Jay Powell was asked what he would do if Trump asked him to leave?
Yeah.
No.
It's pretty good. Go look for it. Someone's cut it up into the 3 answers that he gives.
Trump did promise that one of his first orders will be to remove Jay Powell because he's not happy with the high interest rates.
But he can
Jay
do
Powell.
that.
No, he
Or
can't.
he can.
No, he's not allowed to under law.
He'll
He
find
wants
a
to-
way. He'll drag him into the Supreme Court and get his judges to sort him out.
Remember, it's a separate entity entirely,
It is, yeah.
so they shouldn't meddle in each other's affairs. That's the mandate. Allegedly.
He'll find a
Well,
way.
in some countries they can, such as Turkey and North Korea.
And in ones where they have religion as the main kind of driver of law.
If it was a dictatorship, I'd say okay, because, you know, nothing's going to change. But if it's democracy, then you're just going to have every leader come in and just reduce interest rates so everyone can spend till I don't know, till they drop.
Hello there on YouTube, that's his name. Guys, I got into Alpha First community like a year ago when the gold price was 1650. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Ever since then, this community never failed to impress me. They made profit every week. I highly recommend to go for it. Maybe a bit over, exaggerated. They haven't made profit every single week. That's very kind, but it's not true. But yeah, some people did make profit every week, but no, not everyone. But we try our best. Thank you so much for nice comments. Adnan Menderes, FOMC member of Waller, speaks. Will it have an impact on gold movement? Yeah, that could be. However, my view is that he's going to only echo what Jay Powell said on the FOMC press conference.
I didn't see that. There's actually all of the Feds are speaking. Well, most of them are. Waller, Barkin, Kashki, Harker, Barkin.
Yep.
Well, this week we're gonna have Powell speech too. I think it was Thursday.
I got this new screen, the new Samsung Odyssey G9, and it's just so freaking annoying how dark is the black and how white is the white. And I'm trying to find the best settings, but it's just ridiculous. Like,
have you got HDR turned on? That's what got me on my G9. I enabled HDR, and it absolutely made my screen look terrible.
I don't know what is HDR.
It's in the display settings. If you're running it from your computer, you just go into like displays, and then it'll be
no. It's I'm in the settings. In picture, or where do I find it?
I don't know. It'll be like a
system settings.
What it'll be in picture settings, but it'll be your dynamic range or something like that.
Adaptive sync.
Yeah, I don't know. You'll have to try them all, but it'll be something like that.
Input lag, black equalizer. Black equalizer. That doesn't sound good.
It's like a movie I've seen.
Low input lag. Picture mode. Yeah, I'm in graphic picture mode. Echo is just ridiculous. Color
Thomas,
space.
do you have IS saver there?
No, I think that's turned off.
Maybe it's gonna help. Well, I use that. It's gonna make
Ice saver.
darker. Yeah.
No, but I don't want it too dark, so I turn it off.
You have to turn.
Anyway. Yeah, I need to play around with it. Yeah, guys, unfortunately, it isn't going to be an eventful day. As I said in the morning, that's the reason why we haven't had morning briefing today. Yesterday, gold dropped 750 pips. Now it did retrace, how many? 100 pips maybe? 130, not much. Tomorrow is going to be the big data. So if you want to trade the big data with me, go to alphafx.eu and become a member. There's a discount link sent into the YouTube chat. Use that one. I already pinned it in the YouTube chat. Also, don't forget to take advantage of the $1,000, £1,000 that Forex is offering with the free deposit bonus. Even if you lose the bonus, you can withdraw your money. Andre, the head of development, just confirmed it. You can withdraw your money, and even if you blow the bonus, so it's free money. And if you make money profit out of the bonus, you can withdraw that one too. It's free money.
Good afternoon, guys.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Hello. Good. Just thought I'd share a little sob story myself yesterday to commiserate with everyone. I had 2 positions running in profit and just reached my target. And I go over to my, yeah, I'm not showing you the right camera, but I have over here on my left side my MT4. And instead of closing my positions on my phone app, which is what I usually do, I clicked it two times quickly on my MT4, and the first one closed one of my 2 trades, but then I had a hedged trade that moved up to that same position, and when I clicked the X the second time, I closed out a hedged trade and lost $12,000 in an instant.
Oh my.
No, I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah. Just hitting the wrong button, you know? It happens. It happens. Sometimes you just make stupid mistakes. It wasn't an emotional issue. It wasn't anything. It was just a mechanical issue.
Fat finger.
Yeah.
Have you tried using the magic keys?
You know, I've heard people use those, and I've seen people use those, but I haven't ever looked into it.
When we were trading
I
on the
usually
floor,
just use my phone app to close trades.
Yeah.
I use
You use magic keys?
I do to open and close my trades. I find it much easier to work out my position sizing.
Yeah.
I think somebody shared a
The way I
software
trade-
version in the chat somewhere.
Oh yeah. The way I trade, though, I always use the same lot size. You know, I never really vary that, so it's really just entry and exit positions for me, and hedging.
a very slow day today.
I thought with all that selling yesterday, today will be the day that invest in all the equities and equities would just rise and rise and rise today because all that cash floating around from yesterday's sell-off. But doesn't seem to be the way.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call it today because we've been live for an hour. New York has opened, but maybe the power hour later is going to bring some volatility. Currently, everyone is speculating that the appointees of Donald Trump, because he's assembling his government, fundamental and macroeconomic data is going to be tomorrow. So that is my strength. And looking at the gold chart, I'm still waiting for price to pull back a little bit back into the trend line, or at least to the daily or the weekly pivot, and then a bearish continuation to the downside. Yesterday forecasted 700 pip drop. That was immaculate. That was clean. But today, because there is not much, but even yesterday there wasn't data. I think yesterday what the luck that we had is the spillover effect of last week's election results. But yesterday was a good day. Today is a very boring day. So if there's nothing happening, it's better to pull it out in any circumstances. If it's boring, just pull it out. Yeah, pull out from the market. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to call it a day. And tomorrow we will live trade the CPI data release if you want to.
Yes, we wanna.
All right,
Do it.
I will be joining you from Barcelona tomorrow.
Very nice.
Again.
All right.
Cheeky bugger. Anyway, have a good day, guys, and remember to take advantage of the deposit bonus of Forex. It's free fucking money. I can't emphasize how important it is, especially when you're short of cash or something. Free money, use it. Link in the YouTube chat. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good day, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you. Sell.
Bye-bye,
Have a nice evening.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. What? 1212.